Last year our plant became a part of a large production association in Volgograd, which produces medical drugs. We use various pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP for production, a unit for dehydration of aqueous solutions, and extracts in a fluidized bed apparatus, rotary tablet machines, an automatic line for packaging tablets into plastic film, and foil and other high-tech machines and apparatuses. Due to the increasing number of customer complaints about the poor quality packaging of cartons of drugs to eliminate spasms, at a meeting to improve production, it was decided to wrap cartons of drugs in foil. This process consists in wrapping pharmaceutical products with a transparent thin film to preserve the integrity of the products. I have been working at the company for more than 30 years, 15 of them as chief engineer. I know all productions at the plant well. I was given the task to find equipment for packing cardboard boxes for the packing and transportation section. The equipment had to be modern and easy to operate, with a capacity of 400 boxes per hour. I have many friends in the field of production, so I went to them first of all for advice, to find equipment for carton packaging in cellophane. I realized that the field of production of my colleagues is different from our business, but they could recommend me good manufacturers of equipment, which could be asked for help in choosing a machine. My colleagues recommended 2 manufacturers in Germany. I found their details on the internet and sent them an email asking them to match my requirements. 2 days later I got a reply from one company saying that they had equipment for film packaging cardboard boxes, with specified technical parameters. However, they would accept my order if I ordered at least 2 such machines from them, as it would not be profitable for them to make a one-time order. I figured I didn't need a second machine of that kind and refused. The other company replied that they do not work with CIS countries. Based on the same advice of my colleagues, I did not contact the Chinese manufacturers directly. My acquaintances told me that equipment manufacturers from China often deliver incomplete equipment, citing inaccurate information about the required parameters of the machine. I could not take the risk, so I decided to choose a Russian-speaking intermediary to search for carton packaging equipment. I needed a professional who had been working for a long time in the field of supplying pharmaceutical equipment and had positive feedback from customers. I started the search for a specialist on the internet. I chose 3 of the most presentable companies. As a criterion, I looked at the time the company has been on the equipment supply market, the company's website, the terms of delivery of the machine. I called to all the companies by phone in order to be sure of the manager's professionalism. A specialist from one company in Rostov told me to wait for 5 minutes, but she never listened to me. I didn't like such attitude to the customer. The manager of another company from Samara talked to me politely, asked questions about the necessary performance equipment, manufacturing time. 3 days later I received from them by mail 10 variants of various machines for packaging in film cartons, and an offer to make a choice on their own. I realized that they did not have a professional approach, and would not help me in my search for equipment for labeling. The last, 3rd option of an intermediary from Moscow turned out to be successful for me. The male manager talked to me like a professional. He asked me specific questions about productivity, material of ampoules used, precision of marking. During the consultations he suggested a machine for packing cartons, which I was able to quickly negotiate with the company management. The machine was acceptable in terms of features and price. Within a week we concluded a contract for the supply of equipment. The manager reported 2 weeks in advance on the degree of readiness of the machine. The machine was delivered within the scheduled time. After installation and adjustment of the equipment, we were able to evaluate its quality. The filled box of medicine on the conveyor belt passes the stage of packaging in white film. The box is pressed by a press to secure it, and then it goes into a collecting tray. We were satisfied with the carton packaging equipment recommended and supplied by the manager of this company. I realized that I made the right choice of an expert to supply the equipment. Qualified advice is essential in choosing any purchase. The project is sure to be successful if this advice was received from a professional.